The following podcast episode contains elements of 3D audio, meaning sounds may appear as if they are coming from all sides. Headphones are recommended and listener discretion is advised. And don't forget to keep listening after the episode for a special bonus scene.
Hey dude, we're probably gonna need to refill our Metro cards.
It's fine, we won't be needing them. Besides, I'm more of a turnstile jumper as it is.
Of course you are, but wait a minute. I thought we were taking the subway uptown to see the embodiment of the great state of New York.
Well, it's pronounced the embodiment of and only hope for the great state of New York, but no, we aren't going to see him as he is currently on his honeymoon.
Okay, but what about the proxy?
Well, he actually married the embodiment of and only hope for the great state of New York, and they're actually on their honeymoon together.
Well, then who are we going to see?
Well, in the event that both the embodiment and the proxy are unavailable, our next option is the embodiment of and only hope for the most populated city in the state. That city in this case being the great city of New York.
Oh, okay, cool. Where are they at? Brooklyn, Queens? I think if we take the next train, we're gonna have to get off somewhere and change trains to go to Brooklyn.
We don't need to take a subway train at all. I'm actually waiting for the next one to pass us by.
Well, then how are we gonna get there?
Well, unfortunately, we must walk.
Then why are we in the subway?
Oh, did I not mention? Well, the embodiment of and only hope for the great city of New York is none other than Squeakers, the Rat King of the New York subway system.
No, you did not mention that.
Ah, well, my bad. Irregardless, he lives about 2 miles down this subway tunnel, and once the train passes... there we are.
God damn it. All right, so we just jump down in?
Indeed, this time you do not need to mind the gap.
Yeah, all right, whatever. So I guess off to see the King of Rats?
Well, I actually said he's the Rat King of the New York subway system, although now that you mention it, he was recently crowned the King of Rats and all rodents within the New York subway, so I guess it works for both.
Oh, cool. Hold on, wait a minute. What's the difference between a Rat King and the King of Rats?
Well, you'll find out soon enough. Tonight on America, the podcast presents Road Trip, a journey across America. Anyways, as Tim and I make our way through this subway tunnel, you can listen to My American Life. It's time for My American Life, a segment where you, the American people, ask me about my American life. Today's question comes from Little Douglas from New York City, New York. Little Douglas writes, Dear Mr. Thebadias, how many true Americans are there? Signed, Little Douglas, New York City, New York. Well, Little Douglas, the answer is 72, and I'll name a few of them for you. There's me, of course, LeVar Burton, this guy Greg from Detroit, he's pretty cool, all of the state embodiments, of course, Face from Nick Jr., Stick Stickley, obviously, Kerry Washington, Kerry Russell, Mrs. Valerie Frizzle from the Magic School Bus, and the Magic School Bus itself. Of course, there's Tom Hanks, and America the dog. I could name more, but it would take me a few more minutes, and I just don't have that, so this has been My American Life. Yes, my American life is very American indeed, America. And that said, Tim and I are still making our way through this subway tunnel in order to meet the Rat King of the New York subway system. Are you having fun, Timothy?
I mean, no, I'm gonna say no, man. It's super gross. I mean, we've had to avoid 2 trains coming at us, and, man, get off the third rail. You're gonna hurt yourself.
Oh, it's fine. I'm immortal and feel nothing more than a slight tickle. Wanna try?
No, man, I'll get electrocuted, and no one should ever get on the third rail of a subway system, ever.
Only if they're immortal.
Not even then. Don't risk it. Anybody.
Whatever. More fun jolts for me.
Ay.
Yes, well, while I keep practicing my electrical balance beam act, America, you can listen to Great American Facts! On today's Great American Facts, I shout at you about the Empire State, aka the Great State of New York. The great state of New York is home to the Statue of Liberty, which itself was a gift from America's first ally, France. The words, "Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses yearning to be free," adorn the tablet held by Lady Liberty, and those same words have been forgotten by evangelical conservatives across the country. The great state of New York is home to New York City. Did you know that? I just found out, and I am losing my mind. What a world! The great state of New York has had 4 different constitutions, one in 1777, 1821, 1846, and then again in 1849, which itself was then again revised in 1938 and amended over 200 times. That constitution remains in place to this very day, but if they make one more, I believe the one after that will be free, assuming they still have their punch card. The first American chess tournament was held in New York in 1843. Will I cover this spectacular event on a future episode of America, the podcast? Probably not, because chess bores me. I'm more of a Monopoly guy if you couldn't tell. But you and your video-watching friends should visit americathepodcast.com and catch up on all past episodes of the greatest American podcast in American history. New York City, New York is home to a secret train station, aka Track 61, used by President Franklin D. Roosevelt and other presidents after him. I spent many nights on that train getting absolutely hammered with many different presidents. I once got so blasted that I convinced Richard Nixon to break into the DNC headquarters at the Watergate Hotel. I did not think he would take me seriously. This has been Great American Facts! Yes, those were indeed some great American facts, and this is indeed a great New York subway train coming at us. Side of the wall, Timothy!
Got it! Oh, holy shit, that gets scarier and less scarier every time. I still don't recommend anybody does it, though.
And I recommend that everyone dodge subway trains as much as they can. It builds character, in my opinion. Speaking of building things, I have been trying to build up my wealth past Mansa Musa levels for years, but have yet to succeed. That being said, we need to go to commercial so that these podcast ads can continue to print money and put it in my bank account. That's how it works, right?
I don't think so.
Not with that attitude. We'll be right back. Everybody can see your what? Your epidermis has been showing for years and no one has bothered to tell you. What you should do to cover up may shock you. Tonight on ATP News at 10. And we're back, and it seems we're about a half a mile from the Rat Kingdom, so we're on the right track.
Thank God. I mean, I know we're in the subway tunnels, but I didn't think it was gonna smell this bad. Or wait a minute. Wait, now I smell something good. Holy shit, is that a restaurant ahead of us?
Let's see. Indeed. It seems to be one of those hipster pop-up restaurants they put in weird places.
Oh, right on. Do you want to get some food?
I guess so. It's worth a shot. Excuse me, miss.
Hi, welcome to Antonio's Underground Experience.
Well, thank you. What seems to be on the menu tonight, Miranda?
Well, tonight we're serving beet foam with a vanilla crust served on an edible rubber plate.
Beet foam?
That does not sound good. Do you have a meat course by chance?
Oh yes, we're serving white rhino tartare.
Oh, well that sounds delicious. We'll take 2.
No, I'm not eating white rhino, and neither are you.
Oh, it's fine. I've already eaten white rhino thrice in my life. It's not going to kill me. In fact, I'm the one that killed them. If I may ask, who are the billionaires that killed the white rhinos you're serving tonight?
How do you know it's a billionaire that did it?
Oh, because we're the only ones who hunt endangered species.
Well, word through the rhino vine is that Donald Trump Jr. provided tonight's meal.
That makes sense. He's a horrible person and really bad at doing drugs, but he is a hell of a shot, especially when it comes to hunting endangered animals. He has a lot of rage to get out.
Well, he's seated inside if you'd like to meet him.
No, thank you, ma'am. That's fine. He already knows him. We have to go. Come on, Theb.
He is indeed correct. We do need to go, but if you could have 2 of those rhino tartares wrapped up for me, we'll be back in about half an hour. There's a $100 tip in it for you.
Can do.
Perfect. Come, Timothy.
I'm already ahead of you.
So you are. All right, America. Well, Miranda wraps up my food and we make our way to the Rat King of the New York subway system. You can listen to a segment about slang from New York. It's time for Slang Slop. Slang Slop? Absolutely not. Who wrote it? Did Alexander write it? Alex, did you write it? You're fired, and you do not get to apply for unemployment. I know everyone in the government. No benefits. Get out of here. You're blacklisted. It's not called slang slop, it's just slang from the state of New York. Our first New York slang term is dead ass, meaning to be completely honest and serious. It is a term that can also be used to describe the entire city of New York. This term is schlep, meaning to drag something around, similar to having to drag my entire writing staff around for writing things like slang slop. God damn it. This term is stoop, meaning a location of stairs right in front of a building, and a place that Stoop Kid will never leave. Wait, he did leave? Oh, well, good for him. This has been a bunch of slang from New York.
And we're back, and it seems we have entered the kingdom of the rats, if you cannot tell with the all over the floor. Oh my god, this is so gross. Why didn't you tell me we were doing this? I would have worn different shoes.
Well, most people don't wear flip-flops in New York City. I thought you were going for a look.
Oh my god, okay, whatever. Where is the Rat King, or King of Rat, whatever the fuck it is?
Right. I think I might need to shout for him. Squeakers! Squeakers, hello! It's Theb and Star. I need to speak with you. Are you here?
I am here, and that is their Highness the God King of Rats to you, America embodiment.
Ah, indeed. My apologies.
Oh my god.
Yes, Timothy, may I introduce to you the embodiment of and only hope for the great city of New York, their Highness and God King of all New York City rodents, Squeakers, the Rat King of the New York subway system.
Oh my god, is that a bunch of rats tied together at the tail?
Well, what did you think a Rat King was?
Not that!
Well, it is, and specifically this one grew so large that it gained sentience and, well, crowned itself king, I guess, and, well, here we are.
Why is it the embodiment of New York City?
Well, that's because there's more rats than people in New York City.
Oh, I don't like knowing that. Or its weird, disembodied voice. Why is it talking like that?
We are many. We are one. We are legion. Now, what is your business in the Rat Kingdom?
Right. My apologies, Your Highness. We need your help.
You dare come to the Rat King for help after the way you treated my daughter, Theb and Star?
Oh, shit.
Their daughter?
Well, there is a chance that I might have taken out the Princess Penelope on a date and then never called her again.
You went out on 3 dates and even saw Les Mice.
They mean Les Mis, but I never wanted to correct them for fear of being hunted by every rat in the country. Listen, Your Highness, I am indeed so sorry for the way I treated the Princess Penelope and for never calling her back, but I am willing to make up for it in any way I can if you help me here today.
What say the Princess Penelope? She says she is willing to forgive you if you go out on a normal date and not to Taco Bell like before.
Well, that can be arranged, of course.
It must be Tavern on the Green.
Well, that can be a little hard to get into, especially with, rodents. There's a pop-up restaurant down the subway tunnel over here. What about that?
What say you, Princess Penelope? The princess has agreed to your terms as long as she is allowed to post pictures of the food to Instagram.
Fine, but no selfies together.
Unacceptable. 3 selfies with the food.
1 selfie and all the food pictures she wants. That's my final offer.
The deal has been brokered. Now, what do you require of Squeakers the Rat King, King of Rats?
Right. Well, I just need to know if the embodiment of the great state of New York or their proxy voted for me in the embodiment ceremony. Do you happen to know this?
They did vote for you. Now, commence with the date with the Princess Penelope.
Sure thing, Your Highness. Come, Timothy, and the Princess Penelope. Let's, go to the restaurant.
Dude, are we really doing this?
Oh, we'll just eat the to-go orders that I placed earlier. Besides, if I play my cards right, I could end up a prince. But I do hate monarchies, so I'm kind of in a pickle here.
Let's just ditch her, man.
And to make an enemy of every rat in America? Absolutely not. They make the deep state look like a book club. Come on.
All right, after you, Princess Penelope.
Yes, right this way. All right, America. Well, I go out on my date with the Princess Penelope of the Rat Kingdom, and Timothy, I don't know, what are you gonna do? Watch? Use the bathroom?
I guess I'm gonna eat the beet foam thing?
Well, that sounds weird, gross, and wrong. As for me and the Princess Penelope, we're going to enjoy a nice meal of white rhino tartare. As for America, you're going to enjoy us next week on America, the podcast presents
Road Trip,
a journey across America. Thanks for listening, and don't forget to subscribe to the show on iTunes, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcast, and on YouTube at America the Podcast Presents, and on social media at America the Podcast. We'll be in your ears again next week, America. For now, good night and good fight.
Okay, super glad I didn't get the beet foam.
and this white rhino is delicious, but does it make me a bad person to eat it?
Well, I don't know. Did you swallow?
Well, yeah, just now.
Then indeed, it does make you a bad person.
God damn it, I should have just eaten the beet foam.
Oh, you're fine. You still have me, and the Princess Penelope, apparently.
Yeah, about that. How long do we have to fucking be here, man?
Oh, we've got time to kill. We just need to... Oh, shit.
What?
Donald Trump Jr. and Eric are walking over here. I do not want to talk to them.
Does anybody want to talk to them?
Absolutely not. Especially not their dad. All right, now I just need to get a picture of me and Penelope to post to Instagram. Say cheese. Oh, wait, I feel like that might be offensive to you somehow. Is it offensive? Cheese is the national delicacy of your people, you say. Well, then, very good. All right, cheese. All right, very good. I will post this to my very important Instagram account, and then I will text it to you, the Princess Penelope. Fare thee well. I'll call you.
Are you actually going to call her?
Oh, absolutely not. I'm still waiting for a call from Pat Benatar.
Dude, you guys broke up in the 80s. It's over. Move on.
I cannot and I will not, and she may even call me while we're on our way to the great state of North Carolina. You've been listening to America, the podcast presents Road Trip, a journey across America. The show stars Tim Phillippe and Theb and ISA starred the embodiment of and only hope for America as themselves. Additional voices heard in this episode were provided by the wonderful cast of voice actors listed in the show notes. Writers for the show include Tim Phillippe, Andrew Turner, Alana Matos, and Theb and ISA starred. The show's theme song is by Timmy Two Step, and all other music and sounds heard in this show were procured through the sources listed in the show notes. Road Trip, a journey across America is mixed and edited by Tim Phillippe at Shway Media Studios in Austin, Texas. Executive producers for the show are Alana Matos, Tim Phillippe, and Theb and ISA starred. All characters portrayed in this show are completely fictional. Any similarities to persons alive or dead or any other copyrighted material is completely coincidental. I don't see why I had to say any of that.
It's because we don't want to get sued.
And therefore we have to tell the world that Phineas Fickleby is Phineas fictional.
Pretty much.
Well, I don't like any of that. Where was I? Ah, yes. For more information, please visit shwaymedia.com and americathepodcast.com. Copyright 2024, all rights reserved.
Been a production of Shway Media, all rights reserved. For more information, please visit shwaymedia.com.